What's up guys, this is Cody here, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 10 best tweaks that have recently hit Cydia. Now before we get started, the font that I'm using in this video is called Bombins, so no need to blow me up on Twitter after this video is posted. But we've got 10 tweaks to get through, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first tweak I want to talk about is called SirDoc, and you can actually see that right down here. So what it does is allow you to add animations to your dock. This is probably my favorite one right here. And you can see what this one's called is actually wheel, but if we open the SirDoc settings right here, you'll notice that we have carousel settings right here. If we tap on that, this is where you're going to be able to change the carousel type, so basically what the animation looks like. And then right below that we have some toggles, so you can remove the icon labels, icon badges, action labels. You can also highlight running apps, which I do not recommend doing just because it looks kind of cheap and cheesy. So you'll see right here if we tap on carousel type, I'll show you these basically main three. So you have the wheel, inverted wheel, you have cylinder and inverted cylinder, which looks okay. I think rotary is probably another one that looks pretty good, as you can see right there. And you have the reverse rotary, so instead of being on the outside of the circle, you're on the inside. And you also have time machine. So if we go down here, check that out. This is also a pretty cool one. Next up, we have a tweak called ControlPain. So what this does is basically allow you to set up an activator gesture, and once you set that up, I've set mine up to be a swipe down of the left side of the screen. So if I swipe down here, you'll see that I get a ton of toggles. You also have the option to power off and respring, and then right down here you can change up the volume or the brightness of your device. It also takes the place by default of the power down screen. So if we hold down the power button, you can see that that pops up right there. Next up, we have a tweak called DockBar. Now what this tweak does is allow you to select any of the applications on your device and put them in a side dock. So you just set up an activator gesture for this tweak. Mine is a swipe down on the right hand side of the screen, as you can see right there. And this is going to allow you to have access to these applications at any place in time on your device. So you'll see right here if we open up settings that this is going to stay on top. So you just use the activator gesture to dismiss it. Same thing to activate it, and it's always going to stay on top, so you'll always have a dock wherever you are on your device. Here we have a tweak called Lyrics for Music. So this is going to work inside of your music application. You'll see right here if we swipe this up and we start playing this song, you can kind of hear it right there. But if we tap on the album artwork right here, then this is actually going to give us the lyrics to the song, as you can see right there. So that's really nice. You don't have to go to a third party or Safari to look up the lyrics. You can always just tap on that album artwork and get those lyrics right there. So really cool. Now, roundification is a really cool tweak. It's something that's probably going to be in my next perfect jailbreak setup, which I have been working on, so you guys get ready for that. But basically what this does is allow you to round off the corners of your control center, your notification center, as well as your dock. So you'll see if we pull down the notification center here, that obviously the notification center is a bit smaller just because it's not taking up the entire screen of the device, as well as these corners being rounded off. Same thing goes for the control center. As you can see right here, again, it's rounded off right here and just looks really nice. And you'll also notice that if we go into the settings here and we go down to roundification right there, and we hit this test banner right here, you'll notice that those corners are rounded off as well. And you can actually change the padding, so basically how close is the notification or the banner to the sides of the screen as well as the top of the screen. And you'll also see right here that it's going to round off the app switcher card. So if we pull up my app switcher, all those corners are rounded off as well. WeatherPeak is another really cool tweak. It's going to allow you to access your weather in several different places. You can see right here that if we pull down the spotlight, that if we don't have anything typed into the spotlight, then it's going to give us our weather right here. So obviously we have the temperature, the high and the low. We have basically our forecast right over here, and then our daily forecast right down here. Now to get out of this, you can't swipe up like you normally can on Spotlight. You have to hit the home button, but you also have access to WeatherPeak right on your springboard. You just swipe over just like that and you have access. This is also available on the lock screen as well. So if you want it on your lock screen, you can set that up as well. Next, we have a tweak called SlimBars. Now what this does is basically shrink your navigation bars. Now it's a pretty minor tweak, but it does give you a little bit more real estate on your screen. So you can see right up here that the navigation bar is just a bit more narrow. And if we go into another application like the App Store, you can see right here that it is a little bit more narrow. So it's just not taking up quite as much space. Now, if you haven't heard of FollowYou, then this is a really cool tweak that basically allows you to lock down your applications with Touch ID. So this was actually just recently upgraded for iOS 8.4, and you can see basically what it does if I tap on the camera. Because I've locked this down, that I have to scan my finger in order to open it up. Another application here, Flux. So if I scan my finger, then I can open it up. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So if I scan the wrong finger, you can see that it's just not going to open. Of course, you can set up entirely what applications you lock down within the settings for FollowYou. Next up, we have a tweak called SafariSwipers. So of course, this is going to tweak out our Safari, but what it's going to allow you to do is swipe across the toolbar down here to either go to the previous or next Safari tab. So we can swipe across, it's going to go to the previous tab. Again, if we swipe across or swipe back, then it's going to go to the next tab. So basically, this is going to be really helpful, especially if you're just going between two tabs, just because you don't have to open this up, tap on it, and then go to the next one. So it just makes it a whole lot easier and much more efficient. And last but not least, we have a tweak called SwipeAway. Now, this is a pretty small tweak, but it fixes a crazy annoyance that I've had with Cydia for a very long time. So normally when you would tap on the search button or search tab right down here, you couldn't get rid of the keyboard. You would have to type something in before you could actually search, and then you would search something, the keyboard would go away, and then you would have access to the tabs down here. So let's just say that you accidentally hit the search button, or maybe you hit the search button and you didn't want to search for anything. Well, you would still have to hit the search, and then the keyboard would go away. Well, with SwipeAway, you can literally just swipe it away and then go to, whatever tab that you want to. But that's all I have for this video. Of course, if you enjoyed these top 10 videos, make sure you hit that like button to let me know you guys want to see more. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.